another edition of Broomstick Oly. Here we go, you guys. We're gonna rock a little bit of skill work today. We're gonna have some fun with our broomsticks, PVC, hockey stick, whatever we're using to work on that Oly skill. So let's get ourselves warmed up, let's get ourselves ready, let's get ourselves in that wide grip. So we're gonna get our feet under those hips. Nice gentle kind of stance. We're gonna stand tall, and we're gonna pull that bar up to the sternum, and we're gonna lower it down. We're gonna pull to the sternum, and lower down, and pull to the sternum, lower down. One more time, pull to the sternum. We're gonna turn it over nice and slow. We're gonna bring that bar down behind the neck. And then from here, we're gonna shimmy our feet out just a little bit wider into our squat stance. Big squeeze the glute. We'll pull the hips back into that good morning. And then from here, we'll stand up nice and tall. And we'll rotate. Come back through. Rotate. Come back through. Come back to center. Pull back. Nice good morning. And stand tall. And rotate. Come back through. And rotate. Come back through. And pull back into that good morning. Nice square shoulders, square back. Standing tall. We're going to rotate again. Come back to center. Rotate. Come back to center. And from here, step our feet into our hip width stance. We're going to work on that pause dip again just to wake up the ankles and the knees. Nice and tight through the ribs and the glutes. Let's dip and hold. Knees go straight out to the side. Feet are flat. And then stand. Good. Let's take it down. And stand. One more time. Take it down. And stand. Now we're going to do a push press. So we'll pause in the bottom of the dip for a moment. Take it down. Pause. Feel those flat feet. Stand press. And then come back to the front. From here, our feet are already in our hip width stance. We're going to work on some positions and start warming up that squat. So let's take our bar to our mid-thigh position. Weight through the midfoot. We'll turn the palms face forward. We'll take hold. Take the bar to launch. Palms forward. Take hold. Drop the hips and shoulders down below. Palms forward. Take hold. Get set. We're going to push through those feet. Coming up to those hips. We're going to push through into that nice muscle snatch position, taking that bar down behind the neck. We'll shimmy our feet out to our squat stance, set the glutes, set the ribs, and slowly press ourselves down into that overhead squat. Nice and smooth, good position. Always pressing into the bar as we stand. Feet come back under, bar comes down. Let's get set up again. We'll take it to that mid-thigh. Nice strong position here. Palms come forward, turn them over, take the bar to launch, nice and set, palms forward, take hold, shoulders and knees down below, and palms forward. Feel that openness through the lats and biceps. Take hold, pushing through those legs, stand tall to that hip, push a little bit more, nice little muscle snatch overhead, down behind the neck, shimmy those feet to your squat stance. Squeeze your glutes, set your ribs, and press yourself down underneath that bar, nice and active, and stand. Good. Feet come under, bar comes back to the front. One more time. Let's take that bar to that mid-thigh position. Palms to the front, so we're holding the bar against the body with the back of the hand. Take hold. Take the bar to launch, just above the knee. Palm forward, take hold, hips and shoulders drop together just below the knee, palms forward, take hold nice and strong, push through those feet and those legs, push through into that muscle snatch, come back down behind the neck, we'll shimmy our feet out into that squat stance, nice and tall, nice and tight, and push yourself down to that overhead squat, nice active position, and stand. Good, feet come back under, come back down, and just give yourself a little moment, a little shake out, relieve some tension in that body. Whew, that's gonna get that heat going in that overhead squat. So now that we've felt the overhead squat, let's move ourselves a little bit into that position now with a little bit more speed and aggressiveness. So we're gonna work on our burner warm-up. So with our burner warm-up, we're gonna work on some key positions. One position for sure being very important is that vertical down up, that dip. So we want to make sure as we our shoulders and our hips stay nice and stacked over top of each other, and we're standing nice and tall into that finish. From there, we hit that dip again, and we move into that high and outside, so the elbows come back and up, and then from there, we move from that nice vertical dip into that drive, into that muscle snatch, without re-bending the knees. So really focusing on that vertical dip, and not worrying about the depth of the dip. Again, it's gonna really come down to ankles, hips, knees, all that mobility. All right, so really listen to your individualized dip. So let's take it down. Let's get our burger on. So, wide grip, so that PVC broomstick kind of nestles in about the hip crease. From here, feet are just outside the hips or under the hips. All of our dips are gonna be 2-second down drive. All right, ready to go? 2, 1, drive. Nice finish. Good, we're gonna do that again. 2, 1, push. Good. One more time. 2, 1, push. Good. High and outside position coming up next. Nice and tall. 2, 1, hop. Good. Nice push through those legs. 2, 1, push. Good. One more time. 2, 1, push. Good. Now we're going to move into that muscle snatch. So continuing that momentum through that high and outside. 2, 1, push. Come back down. Get set. 2, 1, push. Come back down one more time. Pushing through those legs. 2, 1, push. Good. Keeping the bar in that place. We're going to do our 2, 4, 6-inch lands. Our power positions. Always pressing into that bar. Ready? And go. Stand tall. Feet come back under. A little deeper this time. Get set. Go. Stand. Feet come back under. Pressing into that bar. Go. Good. Stand. Feet come back under. Now we're going to work our full squat drop. So full squat. Pressing into the bar. Go. Stand tall. Keep pressing into that bar. Nice and strong. Go. Stand. Pushing into that bar. One more time. Go. Stand. Push into that bar. Let's bring the bar to the shoulders. Let's get those feet into that hip width stance. Now we're going to move into our skill transfer exercise, which is going to start off with our snatch push press. Vertical dip, drive overhead. Ready? 2, 1, push. Come back down. Get set. 2, 1, push. Come back down. Set. 2, 1, push. Keep it there. Actively pressing into that bar. Let's shimmy our feet into our squat stance. Now, overhead squat. Keep pressing up, 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 up. Take it to your depth and stand. Good. Nice and tight. Push into that bar. Press, 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 press. And stand. One more time. Push into that bar as we squat. And stand. Feet are going to stay right there. We're going to bring the bar to the shoulders. Nice and set. My personal favorite, heaving snatch balance. Feet are already in the receiving position. So let's get that good dip. Let's drive and press ourselves underneath of that bar. Silent and quickly, like ninjas. Nice and tall. 2, 1, hop. Strong pressure into the bar. Receive. Good. Get set. 2, 1, hop. Stand. Reset. Nice and tight. 2, 1, hop. Stand. Feet come under. Bar comes to the shoulders. Good. Nice and set. Now we're going to work our snatch drop. So unlike the other one, the bar is starting on our shoulders. So we just have to push ourselves down aggressively. Tight. Eyes straight ahead. And go. Stand. Keep pressure into the bar. Feet receive. Good. Set. Go. Stand. Feet receive. Nice and tall. Go. Stand. Feet receive. Good. Now we bring it all together. We get the dip. We get the drive. We find our feet in the bottom of the squat. Let's do this. Nice and tall. 2-second dip. 2, 1, hop. Stand. Feet come under. Bar comes down. Nice and tall. 2, 1, hop. Stand. Feet come under. Bar comes down. Good. Nice and tall. 2, 1, hop. Stand. Feet come under. And bar comes all the way down. Nice. Good good job, you guys. Nice work. So, continuing on our path down this lovely warm-up, we're going to continue to work on our jerk footwork. So what we're going to work on is building that push jerk and our split jerk. So we're going to warm up some presses. Now I know the PVC of the broomstick is not super comfortable in the front rack, and it might not be in the perfect front rack, but we're going to work for it as best we can. All I would like you guys to try and do is try and keep the elbows just in front of the bar to the best of your abilities. So first things first, we're going to bring our hands in, away from our snatch grip, and we're going to go a thumb and a thumb. So that's going to give us just outside of our shoulder width grip. We're nice and tall and tight through that body. We're going to pull the bar up, we're going to roll it through into our front rack. So the elbows are just in front of the bar. I'm going to turn to the side profile so you guys can see. We're going to start with a shoulder press. So glutes are tight, ribs are in, and we're going to press the bar straight up into that good overhead position, and then come back down, keeping that face out of the way. Get set, tight, push straight up into that good overhead position, and then come back down. One more time, big breath, and push, and come back down. Good. So that's the foundation of our presses, right? And our jerk is that shoulder press. Now we're going to add that push press in. We're going to go right into our jerk. So the push press feeds into the jerk. That dip, that drive, is the same dip and drive we use in the jerk, except we're going to drive underneath when we jerk. In the push press, it's all leg drive. So we want to make sure that we're focusing on that strong push through the legs to get the bar moving, because that's going to feed into a really good jerk. So let's get our feet under the hips. We're going to pull that bar up and into that front rack position. We're going to work that nice smooth dip, 2-second dip, 2, 1, push, straight up overhead. Come back down, keeping that face out of the way, 2, 1, push. Come back down, and now we're going to move into a jerk. So it's going to be 2, 1, jerk, 2, 1, hop. Landing in that power position, we stand, we bring the bar back down. Good, we're going to do that again. 2, 1, hop. Opening up those hips, landing in that little power position, feet come back under, bar comes down. One more time. 2, 1, hop. Stand tall, feet come under, good control. Bar comes to the front rack, and bar comes back down. Nice, good job, you guys. So the jerk, the power jerk, allow your feet to go where they need to, unless they're trying to go way out here into this big, long, wide stance. We don't need to go that wide, but we can allow our feet to find a slightly wider stance and wider position for that power jerk receiving position. Now, as we continue forward, we're going to move into our split jerk. Now we're going to go back to our jerk balance for a second, just to give ourselves a chance to kind of work on our footwork. Then we're going to come back to our jerk and then move into a little jerk complex. So we're going to get our thumbs, thumb and a thumb. We're going to pull the bar up, pop it onto the shoulders. We're going to start by standing in our squat stance. And we're just going to start by setting our stance. So let's step forward with one foot, step back with the other, almost like we're going to do that standing lunge drill. So my toes are pointing straight ahead. I have a good 50-50 balance, and my back heel is off the floor. I'm going to soften that back knee. I'm going to allow that lead knee to be over top of the heel, and my glutes tight so it keeps my body upright. So I'm nice and solid here. I'm going to pull that front foot back in a partial recover position, and now from here, I'm going to do that little dip, step into that position, and when my foot lands, my arms are locked out. Partial recover, bar comes back down. So let's set that up, and we're going to do it together. So we're in that squat stance, step and step back. So we're in that 50-50, hip is square, nice and solid. Good, knees over the heel. Let's pull that front foot part way back and go. Dip, press. Partial recover, bar comes back down. We're going to do that again. Set, dip, press. Fix your feet if you need to. Partial recover, come back down. One more time, and dip, press. If you need to fix your feet, full recover, front foot comes forward, back, and then back foot comes forward. Come back down, and relax. Good. So, if you'd like to do some more jerk balances, pause pause the video, take that down, work that through a couple more times. If you want to do it 2 more sets of 3, that's a nice place to live, working on that footwork. But very, very important key fact there, if you step and your foot goes off kilter or off position, take a moment, fix it to where you want it, hold that position so you're like, this is what I need it to feel like, and then finish the rep and recover. All right, make sure you put yourself in that perfect stance. Because right now, we're going to do a little jerk complex. That's going to give us a push press, a power jerk, and a jerk from behind the neck. So what this is going to look like, I'm going to turn to the side so you guys can see what happens with my footwork. So the push, press, and jerk will take from the front. So it's going to look like so. So just watch for now. We get that 2-second dip, 2, 1, push, press. We come back down. Now we push, jerk, 2, 1, hop. Stand tall. Now the bar is going to come down behind the neck. Now we're going to get that 2-second dip, 2, 1, hop. Finding our stance. If we need to fix it, we can fix it. Front foot back foot forward, and relax. So we're going to go through that sequence a few times, just giving you a chance to play with that jerk from behind the neck. Now it's okay if your footwork, all right, goes a little awry. It's okay, it happens. What I want you to do, like in the jerk balance, we're learning skills. So fix that footwork, then do the recovery, okay? So let's get that grip. Thumb and a thumb distance away. Let's pull the bar to the sternum, pull it into that front rack position. Nice and solid, tight. 2-second dip, push press. 2, 1, hop. Good, come back down to the front rack. Push, jerk. 2, 1, hop. Stand tall, feet come back under. Bar comes to the back of the neck. Shoulder position. 2-second dip. 2, 1, hop. Split. Feel your feet, fix them if you need to. Front foot back foot front. Come back to the front rack, and relax. Nice. Good job, you guys. You're going to come back to this side so you can see what the difference is there. So my feet are under my hips, nice and solid. I'm going to pull the bar up, pull the elbows in front, and we're going to push press. 2, 1, hop. Come back down, and we're going to jerk. 2, 1, hop. Stand tall, feet come under, bar comes down to the shoulders, eyes straight ahead, tight. 2, 1, hop. So we get our feet, fix that position, front foot back foot front, come back to the front, and down. Good. Nice work, you guys. Nicely done. That's a lot of work right there. Now, pause the video. If you want to take that down a few more times, you can take that down a few more repetitions, working on that positioning, working on that footwork. All right? Super, super important that we dial in that footwork so that we can hit it like that, no problems, no issues at all. Okay? So, now, the true fun begins. It's time to work on some squat development. All right? So, squat development tonight for you guys. What we're going to work on? We're going to work on a few narrow grip overhead squats. So we're going to go back to our wide grip first, into our squats, we'll go hip width stance. We're going to do a tall muscle snatch. So we're going to pull the bar, turn it over into that good overhead position. Shimmy our feet to our squat stance, and now it's going to be a 5-second down, 3-second hold. Pressing into the bar, take it down, 5, 4, 3, 2, actively holding for 3, 2, 1, push to stand. We're going to shimmy our hands in a little bit. Keep active on the bar. Pressing up. Take it down. 5, 4, 3, 2, hold for 3, 2, 1. Push into that bar, to those feet. A little narrower with the hands. Pressing into the bar. Take it down. 5, 4, 3, 2, hold for 3, 2, 1. Push through those legs into the bar. One more time. Take it a little narrower. Now you're really going to have to hold the bar in that position. Take it down. 5, 4, 3, 2, hold for 3, 2, 1. Push into those legs. Good. Bring the bar back down. We're going to put that on the floor for a second. Now, we're gonna come into our regular squat stance. We're gonna stand nice and tall. Ribs are in, glutes are tight. Let's, good morning. And now let's pull those hips forward into our squat, into our Kang squat. Now push those hips into that good morning. Stand tall. You're gonna feel those hamstrings say hello. Pull back. Pull into that squat. Push those hips into good morning. And stand tall. Good. One more time. Pull back. Pull into that squat. Push into that good morning. Stand tall. Whew. Good. Coming back to the bar now. Now, let's get that grip to our normal jerk grip. Feet are in our squat stance. We're going to curl the bar up, push the bar overhead. Now, actively holding that bar in good position. Let's take it down. 5, 4, 3, 2, hold for 3, 2, 1. Stand. Good. Take it a little wider. Press into that bar. Take it down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Holding for 3, 2, stand. Take it a little bit wider. Actively press into that bar. Take it down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And stand. Good. From here, let's bring the bar down. Let's take a moment and just go. Very nicely done, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us today with that lovely work set of some snatch skill work and some jerks. It's a good time, good job. Thank you for joining us. We'll see you again very, very soon on Thursday for some more Broomstick Oly fun. Bye, you guys.